Guys, you know what time it is. It's pump it up time. All right, so I just wanted to make a video. I'm still bulking, so my process isn't going to be like life changing or anything like that. I weighed in today. I'm 240 today, which is fine. Like I will vary every couple days. My pit bull is underneath my table licking my knee 'cause I'm talking and he thinks he just wants attention all the time. He's awesome. So, but I did want to talk about what I am doing because I'm doing a clean bulk. Okay. So that's a weird term. You don't hear that term. And for me, what it means might be totally different than what it means for other people. Right. So I'll go over like some of the foods I eat and the way I eat every day because I do work full time and I work a physical job. So I'm on the go a lot. And it's not easy when you're on the go to have all your food so that you have a surplus of calories and protein, right? So one of the things that's been a standby for years when I needed carbohydrates is Quaker minute oats. Those like 1 minute, yeah, 1 minute oats. I mix this with protein, but it's first thing in the morning. Okay, I get up at 4 or 4:30 depending on the day. First thing I do is I hit this, put it in like a Tupperware container, right? Mix protein powder into it. You can mix Splenda if your protein powder tastes like shit or whatever. And then just I dry stir it up and then I microwave that for a minute. And I like it dry. I like my oats like almost like not quite fudgy, but yeah, you get it, right? So, and I'll put like 2 scoops of protein powder or a thing of Metrex. The Metrex I'm cutting out as soon as they're gone, and it's just going to be protein powder with little Splenda. But that right there will give you like, depending on I use 2 scoops, right? So it's like 30 grams of protein per scoop. So that's 60 grams of protein right there. And then 150 calories per serving. And then you get 19 grams of carbohydrates, right? You get fiber in here, 4 grams. You get soluble fiber, 2 grams, and 1 gram of diet like sugar, right? So, yeah, fat 0. So you're not going to get your healthy fats from that, but it gives you a little bit of the carbs to fill in your muscles for the day. I'm not looking for the energy buzz from my carbohydrates. I just want to fill up my muscles, right? Another thing for my carbohydrates, and that's the problem is I have to do that early in the morning. I go to work and I'll eat like every chance I go to my truck, I slam a protein drink. And it's usually about 2 hours apart, which works out good. And listen, I'm not saying this is healthy. I'm not saying to do this. I'm saying this is what I do to make things work while I'm at work and how I can afford it too. People always get on me like, how do you afford to eat like that? Right? I'll get to that. But when I get home, check that. All right. 90 seconds. Or check that. 90 seconds, right? 500 calories right there. And you get 96 grams of carbohydrates with those. So that's like as soon as I get home. So I've already, just from 4 protein drinks and that, I'm at like 125, 130 grams of protein before, as soon as I get home, which is like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Then I slam one of these for more carbs. Then what I'll do is I'll hit egg beaters and real eggs. All right. This looks weird, I think, because my green screen setting must be on. but these are egg beaters. It's just normal egg beaters, originals, right? Which 25 calories per serving, which is 3 tablespoons is a serving. Hell, this is my measuring cup when it comes to this shit, all right? So I would say I'm doing like uh half a cup or more. Yeah, half a cup or more. And you get like one carbohydrate from these, zero dietary fibers, zero sugars, but you get 5 grams of protein per serving, right? Which, remember, a serving size is 3 tablespoons. So you're getting hella protein from this. I put 3 eggs in there so I get a little bit of the fats out of the eggs. And that's like a day. You know what I mean? And then I might slam a protein drink if I'm under the 200 grams of protein a day. So let me cut this real quick because I got to get this back in the fridge, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, so why is my camera going out of focus? Hey, camera, there we go. What I wanted to talk about is also what protein I'm using. It's like muscle milk. It's not a big deal. It's the whey protein muscle milk that you get in the 5-pound bags. I've been using those for years. You can check my videos. Yes, I try other proteins. I've bought in super expensive proteins. Muscle milk for me works fine, and it's good if you're on a diet too, because it's pretty low calorie usually. So I'm going to get to expense in a minute, and there's a reason for that. One thing I started taking, like people are asking me on my Instagram and stuff, what supplements do you take? All right, so I take HMB, right? 3,000 milligrams of HMB. I take that usually once a day, maybe 2 of them, right? Once a day. Because I am over 50. I'm taking the Centrum once a day, over 50, right? And then this is something that's not a supplement, but I do take is NAC, right? With zinc. All right. There's a reason for that. I could get into a whole video of why I off and on take NAC, right? There's a lot of bodybuilders that take NAC to clean out their systems, but I actually did it because I was immunized and to get the fatty spike proteins out of my liver, which I don't want to get into it with people about why that's bad. And I don't want to get into politics, but I take that. And you can do your own research as to why I actually take that because I don't want to die of a fucking blood clot would be number one, but off and on, right? So I'll take it for like a couple weeks and then stop taking it, right? So expense of, oh, by the way, today was legs day, which is kind of one of my favorite workouts because it burns the most calories, right? But I injured my calf like a week ago at work, and I've been hitting calves like super hard. And that's why when you saw in the last video, when I went to measure my calf and I went, ouch, because I flexed my calf and it still was sore. I don't know what happened, but I was training calves every other day, right? Trying to every other day. Cause I just feel like calves is one of those things, the more you hit it, the more it responds. And so many people I see have problems with their calves getting big. And when I started working them more is when I saw the most growth. And that's what I think is that people don't actually work them. They don't work them. They don't work them enough, right? So, but I'm a construction worker. I'm in work boots all day and I carry heavy shit all over the place. which I think that gives an advantage to a lot of guys that are in construction to get big calves, right? But so anyways, I was walking down the stairway with my buddy behind me, and I was carrying a piece of scaffold, and all of a sudden it felt like a snap, right? So I don't know if like it hurt my tendon, overextended it, but it's not the actual upper decks of my calves, and my calf looks fine. It just fucking hurts off and on, right? So I took like 3 days off of work. Was not training calves at all. Did not train calves today, even though it was legs day. I did squats. My calf felt fine. But then when I went to the leg press machine, I could feel it. And it's the longer big muscle that's in your leg, not the right or left deck, right? It's got to be, because flexing my calves doesn't hurt me. But yeah, so expense, I know I'm going all over the place. I just really wanted to do a video today for some reason. So, all right, video's over. Get the fuck out. No, I'm just kidding. So people always hit me up and go, how do you afford? And I forgot to say, the most important thing is I eat steak almost every day. All right. If not, I might have rotisserie chicken, because rotisserie chicken you can pick up anywhere and it's already cooked. So on your way home, you can grab it. Like, there's ways to make things work to be old, jacked, or a bodybuilder. And you don't have to have prepped food like 90% of the time. And don't get me wrong, it's healthier to have prepped food, but I don't have the time. I am pretty much a single dad, right? Except my kids are grown. My dog, I guess he's my son now. My youngest still lives here. But me and my old lady, we have separate houses. So she doesn't prep for me, right? That's on me, right? Being an adult is on me. So I've had to find my ways of doing stuff. So what I say to people when they ask me, how do you afford to eat steak every day? How do you afford all this protein powder? Dude, you know how much it costs to eat out? You know how much it costs to eat McDonald's, Taco Bell, Subway? It will cost you more. And the guys at work all the time go out to lunch, and I sit there and I slam my protein drinks. It costs you money and gas to leave the job site. It costs you way more than a protein drink costs to go to McDonald's or Taco Bell. And they're eating crap. It's crap. And if you look at the amount of calories you can actually eat that's good for you compared to what you get from like fast food and stuff, no. I don't never do that. I never eat out during the day. I don't eat out most of the time on the weekends, especially right now, because I consider this a clean bulk. There is no cheat days. Every day is the same, right? And it's not hard at all, because I'm getting carbohydrates, I'm getting fats, and I'm getting proteins. I'm pretty much full all the time. And like I said before, I think I'm like at 3,600 calories, maybe a little less. Uh, what I've found for success for me, and what I feel is successful, is good habits, right? Habits, they say a habit forms in 21 days. If you can do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit. So that's kind of how I've like done everything successful in my life, is from habits. Losing bad habits, gaining good habits. I have bad habits. I'm not perfect. I vape, right? Many people get on my ass about vaping, but I'm not perfect. I haven't had a drink in like 4 years. So I'll do what the fuck I want to do. And you can get in the comments and go, you're going to get popcorn lungs. Like, okay. Okay. You're going to maybe die of obesity. I don't know, but, or maybe I will. Maybe I'll die of a heart attack, but I'm leading it. I like my life is quality, right? Oh, there's my Facebook going off. It's all about quality, right? So I'm working right now at a VA hospital, so support the local troops, right? But very elderly people are at the VA hospital a lot of times, and it's actually a really good hospital in Detroit. I think it is. I mean, from the outside, I'm doing the construction work, but I see the interior of the hospital and stuff, and to me, it looks pretty nice. And they're, you know, putting in better elevators for them and stuff. But to see some of these people that are elderly and went through a lot, you know, I always say I'd rather live a quality life and maybe a little shorter life than not be able to take a piss and a shit by myself. But those are choices we make, right? And these are the choices that I stand by. The reason I make these videos is that I'm not going to be here forever, right? But my sons will know who I was. What I say, I stand by. Who I am, I stand by. So my grandchildren will know their grandfather from these videos. And the choices I make, I'm proud of. So always be proud of the decisions you make, stand by the decisions you make, and be true to yourself. Damn, I'm starting to sound like my old self in the old videos. You know what happens when you get 53? You start repeating yourself. So I do repeat myself. I am not going to lie. I warn people about that. I'll be teaching one of the younger guys at work, and I'll look over and I'll say, have I told you this 100 times already? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I repeat myself. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I know. So I tell my old lady I repeat myself. But it's just because we are creatures of habit and we catch ourselves doing the same thing over and over again. And some habits are good, right? So I love living at the gym. I love eating as best I can, right? Everybody can eat better. And getting my workout technique fairly good. But yeah, I do feel my calf right now. So I am pretty old. I could call off tomorrow from work. So, the nice thing is nobody knows really that I'm doing these videos again. So, like, I don't think a lot of people would check up on me, right? So it's like by the time somebody's like checking up on me as to what I'm doing, it could be like years from today. So these videos are kind of like a little hidden gem secret for me where I just know I'm doing it. And I'm surprised I got like 85 views on my last video. I was like, wow, that's cool. It's actually awesome for, taking 6 years off of doing videos. But yeah, guys, that's my video. Get out there and do something. Even if it's wrong, just have the conviction to be a man and stand behind your decisions. I did legs. What did you do? Get out there and do something.